Recently, a real estate guy named Tim Gurner said something that sparked a big controversy. He said, we need to see unemployment rise 40 to 50%. Employees should be lucky to have an employer. Employees should be lucky to have an employer. Now, this thing just blew up like crazy. And I understand why. But I also think that he's speaking from a money making standpoint. You know, one time I was at a payday loan place and a lady just kept trying to get me to get a higher payday loan. And I'm like, no, I'm good because I'm knowing that, the interest you pay, stuff like that. And I know my limit. I hate to go there, but you go there to bail yourself out. But and so she said, well, you playing around, I'm trying to make some money. And I looked at her, but I don't think she knew what she was saying. Because of course you're gonna make money, but you're gonna put me in debt. Some people don't know about uh, assets and liability or debt. But she just trying to make some money on her job, probably some commission or something like that. But you don't put somebody in debt to make some money. But she didn't know what she was saying, so I kind of overlooked it. But you know, but I think that's the same place this guy coming from. He coming from a standpoint of he trying to make some money, and so workers asking for raises and workers complaining about not enough sick days or uh, the pay ain't right, and not enough paternity time for sick leave. He don't want to hear that when he trying to make some money, which is selfish. You know what I mean? Because if you got a company, somebody got to work for you to help you get your money. So you need to respect those people that help you get your money. But anyways, I got a couple topics, a couple pointers on this. Tim Garner is a property developer. He is a Australian millionaire. So this guy is an Australian millionaire. And I believe he was referring to Australians. It seemed like that's where his business at in Australia. So some of you gonna think, oh, what that's got to do with us in America? But like I said, the stuff that he said was so selfish and ridiculous that we're gonna speak on it. Number two said at a FER property summit, unemployment should rise 40-50% to create more productive workers. So he think unemployment should rise 40 to 50% to create more productive workers. So you're going so how would you create more productive workers if unemployment rise 40 to 50%? So in my mind, you're trying to say lay off some people and scare the other people, and they're gonna work hard because they don't want to be laid off either and risk losing their car or their house or not being able to eat. That's pretty shady, Tim, if that's where he was going. Um, Number three, his comments were most likely directed at Australians. Yeah, we said that one before, but yeah, so I guess this guy, all his business and stuff is in Australia. But like I said, his comments so outrageous that we're gonna speak on it. Number four, Gurner portfolio is worth 9.5 billion. 9.5 billion. So he must be sitting on top of the world, probably enjoying himself with the ladies and having a lavish life, and he's the boss and nobody can tell him what to do, and everybody respect him when he come through because he's so rich. So people like that sometimes forget about the little people. They the big people, they forget about the little people. They only think about how much more richer they can be. Number five, he also said we need to remind people that they work for the employer, not the other way around. We need to remind people that they work for the employer, not the other way around. The employer don't work for them. They work for the employer. You need to stay in your place. You need to do whatever we say. You won't have no job. You can add on to it pretty much what you want to add on to it. But because we all can read between the line. But like I said before, if you don't have no workers, how you gonna push out your product? How you gonna maintain it? You gonna do it all yourself? You gonna buy you some robots? You gonna get AI technology to do it? Let's see you do it. Number 6, the ratio between CEO pay, CEO pay, and worker pay is as high as ever. The Congress lady, I forget her name, Cortez or Sazio or something like that. She was saying that the CEO pay / worker pay is high as ever. The gap between what the CEO make and the worker make. And it also says the CEO pay is 272 times more than the worker pay. 272 times more than the worker pay. Now, I understand in America you get paid more for what you know and not how hard you work. Meaning the garbage company, the garbage man makes $17, $20 an hour, but the people in the office make $25, $30 an hour. You get paid more for what you know, not how hard you work. So a skill pay a lot. Easy basic job will pay you something, but a skill will pay you a lot. And that's the model people need to understand. Get a skill, get paid a lot. But we don't step on the little people because somebody got to do that groundwork, that work that the skilled people don't know how to do or don't want to do. Somebody got to do that work. So everybody in the company is important to keep the company running. But you see it a lot of places. People in the office always act like they're better than the workers out in the factory or out in the field. You always see this old funny stuff. But as long as I get my money, I ain't tripping. I don't care what they think. Number 7, Gurner has since apologized for his insensitive comments. Good job to Gurner. Somebody probably pulled his coat. He probably realized how and what he said, how it came off how it make him look like some kind of monster that just want to slay people. And he probably retracted himself. Or maybe he simply didn't mean it the way he said it. But his show came off harsh. Like he was going to scare some people by laying off some people and scare the people that he keep into working harder to make up the slack for those other people. And now he won't have nobody going against the company no more because they'll be scared to lose their job. But hey, somewhere somebody's doing this type of stuff. So we can't put it all on him because I done heard of this type of stuff before. Just not nobody saying it out loud. They just do it. But like I said, my ending conclusion on this guy is only coming from a CEO money-making standpoint. You know what I mean? He's the owner of a company, and he want to make money. And sometimes these money-making guys are not thinking about the little people. They just thinking about how bigger they can get and how much money they can save. And then when they got to deal with complaining workers and, stuff like that, they don't want to deal with that. They want to, use their iron fist to get the workers back in check to keep making more money. Which is understandable. But like I said, you got to respect your workers like your workers respect you, And so you can make your money you want to make, but don't forget to respect the workers that help you get the money. So in the end, conclusion, he apologized and, took back what he said. And that's all we can hope for. These millionaires, enjoy your successful life, but respect the workers that help you get that money. I'm out.